You say weave it in. I just feel awkward talking about it because he's not going and we're going. You and me are going. So you said weave it in like subtly.
Weave it in.
Weave it in. Sachko's mentioned the fact that we're doing the quiz night in Dubai.
Oh yeah.
Next Friday.
No, absolutely. There shouldn't be anything awkward about that at all.
Well, we're going to be there, suntan, little thong lines.
Yeah.
You know, minimal.
I'll have my
dress code is less is more.
Less. That's my kind of dress code.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
I'm going to just put a couple of dirhams in a few right places,
Yeah.
and then I'm out.
All the feet will be out just for Sach to be glaring at.
Whose?
Daddy door. Different doors.
Yeah.
Big doors, little doors.
Less is more. Less is more.
No, yeah, we
Get
are.
those dogs out.
We're getting ready for Dubai. That's next week. You're going tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow. Yeah.
So you're going to be there for a week and a half ahead of us.
I am.
And
a week ahead of you.
And then we'll go out and we'll do the brown load quiz. That's something Friday night. All the details are on the Instagram handle. That is
GB3.DXB.
Okay, if you're around in Dubai, we get quite a lot of listeners in Dubai. So
or go to your Instagram.
Or mine. Yeah, exactly. There'll be up. Something will be up there with all the details on. But
by the way, 75% sold.
Oh, is it nearly done? Maybe by the time this podcast comes out,
might be done.
Might even be there. But okay, but
Have
if you can be
the
there,
outfits you wearing there?
Well, I have actually.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
what?
Okay.
I bought these trainers.
Oh,
right. That I want to wear.
Okay.
Over there, and I think they're the only place you could wear these kind of trainers is over there.
So you're working from down up in terms of Right.
And then because of the way these trainers are, have I shown you them?
Are there going to be socks involved with these or no?
No.
Okay, no.
I don't think you
socks?
can. Not in Dubai.
Okay.
No show. I would want to wear no show socks.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I was thinking of pastel linens.
Oh.
That's what I was. Jenny, I said to my wife, I said, I want to be smart because I'm hosting the quiz, but I don't want to go in shorts. But I don't want to be hot.
Big chunky trainers might not look great in linen trousers.
Well, who says they're chunky trainers?
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
I tell you what they are.
I might wear shorts.
Huh?
I might wear shorts.
Yeah. Oh, see, you can because you got good calves.
No one ever knows what Sach wears underneath anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, he's normally in just like a glittery thong, but you know, because he's behind the deck, no one really knows.
Okay, I'm going to just pull up the trainers just to show you what they are. But because they're very distinct.
Oh,
they
Adidas.
are the Adidas Superstar.
Yeah.
In pink, and they are
pink.
Yep, and they are furry. They're like it's like a carpet.
Well, hang on a minute. It's not one of those parties.
No, I know, but I just thought they're called Superstar. They're in pink.
Right.
Match your handcuffs.
Yeah.
Your bunny outfit.
Furry. Exactly.
Okay.
I don't want no one getting hurt.
Don't bring them to the
I have to be gentle when I'm rough.
Well, you
But
definitely would have.
anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that an outfit like that would probably not have gone down as well as some of the outfits that people have been talking about.
What outfits?
Because it was the Met Gala just the other night.
So can we just have a little round of the masala chai is here? So it's okay. We have to take an intermission.
Yeah.
We are at Kanchan's, by the way, today in Gants Hill.
We are,
and we're just saying we just stuffed ourselves on proper Punjabi food.
Yeah, the Matar Paneer was so good.
I
love that. It's spicy.
So they gave us Matar Paneer, keema, butter chicken, 2 types of naan,
Tarka dal,
tarka dal, and the mini bengan in that lovely, almost like a curry style sauce. That kind of yellowy yogurt.
Oh, that was good.
It was delicious. So Kanchan's in Cancel. Thank you very much, Ilford.
And now the Desi tea has come out.
And now the Desi tea's come out, and it comes out in these little clay pots.
Yeah,
which looks cute.
and it's just enough.
Anyway, so I was stuffed, and now I feel like now that I've described the food, I'm hungry again.
Why? How do you lot have tea at this time? Because it's quite late. Well, just gone 9 o'clock. Can you do tea this late?
Masala tea any time of the day, mate.
And actually, it does.
I can't do it
with a little sugar. It's a little,
You need a little bit of sugar.
No, you don't need
So
sugar.
anyway,
Met
let's
Gala.
talk about the Met Gala.
Yeah, masala. Give us the masala. You're like an entertainment reporter on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Can you do it in like a proper entertainment?
Can you believe it? Oh my God!
Wow. Like it was fabulous. No, they got
the Bollywood fraternity was at the Met Gala and they served.
Yeah.
And we ate.
No. You gotta cut. And they served.
Served. Yeah, they were playing tennis.
No,
served.
You got. But then, what was the connection to tennis in the link?
No, there is no tennis.
No, you got to go like, let's say.
No, that's just a phrase. Tommy.
Oh, did they say?
And they served.
Yeah, that's down with the kids.
You should say Slade. That's what I hear.
No, Slade, mate. That's like last Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Get with the times. Kedge down with the kids.
No. Yeah, it's Shah Rukh Khan served, and oh my God, Diljit Dosanjh.
What did he serve?
Oh yeah.
He ate.
Yeah. Okay, I get
He
it.
ain't. Oh my God! Did
Yeah.
you see the pristine condition of that turban and the jewels that was like
Can I
being
say-
inspired
can I say-
by Christian Dior?
Can I say?
Go on.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Come on, because I
It's-
know we're all going to
it's
go with Shah
as
Rukh
if-
Khan first.
It's as if my guy didn't even bother. Like
So,
there was nothing. There was nothing
I
there.
think Shah
No,
Rukh Khan's
it was just-
invite said, "You're welcome to the fancy dress party for
Yeah,
Pirates of the Caribbean."
I'm telling you,
For
number
Pirates
one,
of the Caribbean.
he looked a bit goth. I thought there's
Yeah.
a bit something a bit gothic
A little
about
bit
him.
gothy.
So-
A little bit, and then I noticed on his brooch, he was wearing a brooch. Do you know what it was? It's one of them police badges. You know when you're a kid,
Yeah.
you're like a star, like
Yeah.
you're a sheriff.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
he's
I
wearing.
agree. I saw that as
I'm
well.
like, bruv.
Sharif Khan.
And then he had some letter on it. Was it a K or something?
K.
What's that for?
Can I just say this for me? This is. I mean, who are we to even say this? Because we know nothing about fashion. But
Bro, I know bare about that.
But Shah
you mean?
Rukh Khan went like a little bit 90s kedge with that fashion sort of vibe, which was like only I because I remember
you-
wearing
But
something with the letter
2025
K.
hairstyle, Kedge.
Well, yeah, but it was just like he had a letter K on his like medallion.
So,
like that's the kind of thing Kedge did in 1990.
I'm not just saying this. I'm not just saying this because he's my mate. But I thought he looked great. Firstly,
I didn't like his hair.
Hold
I
on
just-
a minute.
it-
When I
there
first
was-
saw the
Do
image,
you know what? I thought if he came out with the Undertaker at wrestling,
Nah.
it'd fit.
Yeah,
it went like
yeah,
that.
he would be
When I
Undertaker's
first saw him, I did.
He
think-
could be the new Paul Bearer.
I thought it was AI because I thought, you know, like how it almost because he's so chiseled, he's so lean.
Yeah, it was very
I thought,
weird.
No, he looks
I thought,
great.
is it-
He looks great. But I just like if Sabayashi was the guy who
Sabia Sachi.
yes or whatever. I just made it into one.
Sabayashi.
Sabayashi.
Sabayashi. Yeah.
Sabayashi.
Turned him
Sabayashi.
turned him Japanese.
But
man.
he, I mean, that guy's outfit was weird. But I just thought, bruv, like he spoke really nicely of Shah Rukh Khan as well, because obviously the two girls who were chatting
He
to
has
Shah
to.
Rukh Khan didn't even know who this
No,
guy
they
was,
didn't know who
and
it
so
was,
you know
yeah.
he gave Shah Rukh Khan his flowers. But I just think Shah Rukh Khan was he did feel very awkward. He said he felt awkward. He doesn't like these kind of things.
Yeah.
But he didn't know what to do with that cane, you know, that he was holding
Yeah.
as well.
It's like it was a police dunda.
And I would have thought we should have gone a bit more regal and a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Like Diljit.
Yeah, like
Diljit was more traditional.
Yeah, Diljit was more traditional, and he went with the bug and all of that, and you know he had the Punjabi alphabet at the back of him, just in case if anyone wanted to like speak to him, they could sort of use that as a Ouija board and then sort of speak to him. But
What was it? What was on the back?
they had the Punjabi alphabet.
Did it really?
Yeah,
Would you,
On the outfit.
yeah, just like letters. Yeah.
oh, was that a fact? Was that a
I don't know.
statement?
I don't know.
Was it just let random? Can you read it? Can you read, by the way?
No, I can't read Punjabi.
I thought you would have learned. I thought you'd be one of those ones.
Sorry, I can't do that. But it was like so. Let's.
He was also, by the way, in a limo. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Shakira.
Hello.
Yeah,
And
he-
and
he
was it
killed it.
Nicole
And he killed
Scherzinger as well?
And Jersey.
Yeah.
He's in a car. Diljit Dosanjh.
But did you see how he was speaking to them?
No, I didn't hear. I just saw like a video
'Cause he doesn't speak English.
of Shakira filming
And
it.
for me, this is the, and obviously you can't say anything bad about Diljit, but I am.
Are you really? Go on.
Go on, what
Yeah,
are you
no,
gonna
because
say?
you can't. But I'm
no,
going to
but
say,
what you- there's
I'm going to
nothing
say,
to hate. It's also
no,
good.
I'm not hating. All I'm
Hater.
saying is
He's
that
hating. He's
no, I'm
a
not
hater.
hating. I'm not hating at all.
feel like a
Diljit
hater.
Dosanjh he gets to go to some big things, right? And he's really pushing the culture and boundaries, and I think that's incredible. You know, the whole thing when he did that. What was that? Coachella and all of that, right? So now he's hanging with the main people, right, on the way to this party.
They've
right?
probably got like the same management, no? That international
Yeah, maybe,
management.
maybe.
the
Shakira.
agents that work on that level.
Absolutely.
I can feel the reform party coming out.
Here we go, yeah.
Come
What
on,
do you think? Yeah.
come on, Nigel.
Go on.
He should know how to speak English by now.
Yeah, there you go. I knew that.
No.
But why?
Because I tell you why. Because you need to break down boundaries. He needs to speak. He can't just do namaste all the time with his hands. If he speaks, it will help all of us get even further. And the fact is, he doesn't speak. And so the way he was speaking to these people was through Chat GPT. And it's like,
Gupta.
Yeah, Chat Gupta. And I'm just like I just, you don't have to. I'm not saying he has to have an English accent or anything like that. But he's got to, you're there with Shakira, you're there with Nicole Scherzinger. Speak to these people. And do you remember when he did
was.
Like,
Kedge, you
how
got to
many
remember.
years ago did he came to Asian Network and he goes, I can't do the interview, and he doesn't. And even now he's been on Jimmy Fallon show and he's just like he's
No, hang on a minute. You've just said it. Jimmy Fallon, Coachella, Met Gala. Why does he need to speak English?
it just helps.
He's made it.
Where
He's
else?
made it.
Where else
No,
does he want an
and
invite to?
It's
It's working all right at the moment, isn't
No,
it?
but it's not about him
Exactly.
making it. It's about. It's not about him
Exactly.
making it. It's about
But
bringing
to do a
the
speech at
culture.
Kedge's local community.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm just
No,
shut up,
he,
kid.
he has to bring us, and he's got to bring all of us, the Asian community, there. But if he's not speaking, he needs to be able
No,
to
but
sort
stick
of
to your
get
guns.
his
It's
points
fine.
across.
Maybe-
It doesn't matter.
maybe
the
it's
point
better.
is, he does his talking on the stage, and that's all that matters.
Oh,
He's a performer.
Exactly.
He's a singer.
Oh, do you-
Job done. Everyone loves him.
And I'm pretty sure he can speak probably better
He
than
can.
he
He can.
lets on, right?
No,
but
we know he can because I've spoken with
Well,
him.
if
in
he was
English,
sitting
right?
there in the limo with ChatGPT, then I think the guy's still
no,
struggling.
but I also think he's now at a level like he's like, no, I want to promote my
Exactly.
nation's
Exactly,
language.
yes.
This is like,
Agree.
and like Sach said, it's working. I know what you're saying. That, he can mend some bridges. But look, today they just announced India-UK trade deal. So
all right,
so
well,
things
let's
are
just-
happening.
Let's
The
just carry on.
crossovers.
Everyone
the
just
crossovers
speaking,
there.
don't communicate with anybody. Yeah.
Look, we just done a trade deal with India. The UK have.
Yeah.
And Kedge is cussing Indians. Don't do it, Kedge.
I'm not cussing Indians. I'm
Again,
just
again,
saying.
can I say?
Oh, learn
Again.
the bloody language is what he's saying. Basically, you just did an Alf Garnet. You just did an Alf Garnet.
No.
Did you have a-
they come over here.
Did you have
you
a-
want to learn language,
Did you have
partner?
local elections last week? Who did you vote
Yeah,
for, mate?
yeah,
Who did you
yeah.
vote for?
Mate, it's on the rise. Reform in our areas as well.
Yeah, clearly.
So, but no. All I'm saying is, I
Nigel Kedge.
just wish he was more interacting on videos and just
No,
spoke
but that's,
English a bit more.
Kedge, I don't think it needs to. And number one, you're basing this on video footage you've seen online. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and while he's we don't know. Do you know what I mean?
By the way, one of the media people said to Shah Rukh, sorry, who are you? Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
that clip?
no, that's
Yeah.
that,
Right?
I
And he
understand
went,
that,
he
but
went
I wouldn't
I'm
know.
Shah Rukh,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and that's why the Sabyasachi inside was like, this is Shah Rukh Khan, he's like one of the
Yeah.
biggest
But
stars
do you know
on the
what?
planet.
Shah Rukh Khan is quite humble. Even when we kind of met him,
Yeah,
he was-
he's shy and all
yeah,
that.
he's very shy.
But what I'm
yeah.
saying is, at least he spoke English. What I'm trying to say is that clip has now gone around so many places. Now, so what I'm trying to say is that he's spoken. The guy from the Bollywood fraternity has spoken in English to these people who didn't even know who he was. But that's brilliant because you need to communicate to get the message across. It's otherwise we might as well just dress like Tommy up and send him there in a bug and everything like that,
But
and
then-
just wheel out any old Asian.
But then,
Do you know what I mean? It's like
maybe what we should be saying to maybe a better statement to the world media is going to go, tell you what, there's a guy there, he's a massive star,
Yeah.
going to be in a turban, all right, it's from India, his name's Diljit Dosanjh.
Yeah.
He only speaks Punjabi.
Yeah, but I could get him.
You're gonna have a question on the red carpet. It'd be great if you could just learn that in Punjabi. Do you know what I mean? And then is he not doing more for the culture that way?
Agree.
No.
Or say it in Hindi, or say,
No.
Namaste, aap kaise hai. That's all they got to get that, and then he'll go, wow. Then you get his attention, and then he'll go,
The thing is, right? The thing is,
when's there going to be a Met Gala in India, in Delhi? Will be the question.
Okay.
And then that would be, and they could ask. They
And
could,
can
they
I just
could have
say,
asked
big up to Basa who did his version of the Met Lala and then what he was wearing to basically go to sleep in, and I thought that was quite funny.
Met Lala, Alala Land.
Met Lala, yeah,
Very
I thought
good.
that was quite good. And then we've got to mention a couple of the ladies who were there as well. I think her name was what's her name? Kara Advani. Yeah, she was there. I think she's pregnant as well.
Well, don't forget now. What are you doing today?
No, I'm saying, but she looked stunning in her outfit.
What language was she speaking, Kedge?
Well, she didn't have to speak,
Yeah.
but
She didn't have to.
Priyanka
She
Chopra,
spoke Polish.
yeah, Priyanka Chopra was there.
She's been there a few times.
She just wore this polka dot like dress, and like really simple. Like I thought, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
there's nothing wrong with
Good
that.
on her.
No, it's fine.
Polka dot Priyanka.
If you were going to the Met Gala, what would you wear?
The letter K just hanging around my neck. No, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I expect some designer to like get it ready. for me.
Sabyasachi.
Yeah.
He says, right, Kedge.
Yeah.
What colour do you want your kurta
Well-
pajama?
Well, no, because it was black. The theme was black this year.
What was that? What's that?
The theme for the Met
theme.
Gala was
Yeah,
black.
Oh, it's Black Dandy.
Yeah, black. So yeah, that's why everyone was dressed.
What
in
is that?
black.
Do-
I
do-
don't
do-
know. I don't know.
Is it an old
I don't know.
term? Because dandy means when like, oh yeah, do you ever use that phrase?
Comic.
Fine. Oh no, yeah, that is dandy. No, but yeah, fine and dandy. To be all dressed up. So I think this has got some sort of old racist slavery term where no, it is where
Here we
to
go.
be dandy, I think comes from like where you're saying, nah, I'm going to dress good and feel good despite the
okay.
oppression.
Oh, okay.
So their theme was it's Black Dandy.
Black Dandy.
I don't know what Black Dandy is, but I know it definitely applied to black people.
Yeah. Right.
And it's like it's standing up.
The way you're saying it sounds
Rising
like
up.
it sounds like Black Gandhi.
No.
Okay.
No. Why you say stuff like that for?
No,
I'm
I'm
making a
just
serious
saying-
point.
I'm saying it
Why not just
sounded
say
like
Black
it.
Dundee, like
Yeah.
a little black stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, which is what Shah Rukh Khan
That's
told
what Shah
him.
Rukh Khan was,
Crocodile
yeah.
Dundee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
so
come on, what would you wear? Black what?
Well, I don't know. Just
You'd come in something fresh.
definitely.
Would you want to go
represent-
Machino?
I'll definitely.
If Machino.
if Machino made Desi clothes.
No,
that
but
would be-
Machino
Why
said.
would you want to wear
but
Desi clothes?
No, I would. Cause,
Dolce & Gabbana.
No, I would be proud. That's what I'd want to do. That's how you. I absolutely love that Diljit came out in a Desi outfit. I love that, and I think that's what you've got to do. You've got to bring that little bit of difference. And
So, but then somebody on a podcast somewhere would go, "Why doesn't he just dress like Westerners?" I mean, come on.
Exactly.
No,
What's
they
wrong
wouldn't say
with
that.
him?
No, they wouldn't.
Like
say
what
that.
you're doing.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not crossing his
Why is-
outfit. I just
got to
want
turn up
Diljit to learn English so he can chat to people. Honestly,
I don't think it matters. He's Diljit.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Look what the guy's done.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
He's all right. He's untouchable.
What would you wear, by the way, Tommy? What would you wear? Black what?
No, I want to make a statement. I'm going to go. Go on,
Absolutely.
give me something like. I mean, you got to find something that kind of means something as well.
Yeah.
I'd go in a hoodie.
Okay,
But that's me.
but then like,
Yeah, but that's what we would expect Satch to be in.
what could you? What could I? I think.
Or maybe like a smart bottom half and then like a hoodie on top. Do you
Yeah.
know,
Like a dhoti underneath.
No, smart. I said smart. That's not smart, is it?
Well, it can be.
Yeah, but to have baggy trousers like that'd be nice though.
Yeah.
The baggy ones would be
Okay.
good. I don't know. I think something reflective.
That carpet, by the way, was made in Kerala.
The blue one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. That was made.
And it was blue, India blue.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the carpet in here.
Oh yeah, we're on the Met Gala carpet
We're on
here.
the
Met Gala
In
carpet.
Canton.
In Ilford.
At
In
Canton.
Ilford. This is the leftover bits of it.
So obviously the Met Gala stuff last night. It was last night that happened, was it? Or was it the night before?
And you know, there's talk
No,
that
the night before.
Charlotte's going to join the Marvel world and all
Oh,
that.
is he?
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah,
There's rumours.
that's been going on
So
for a while.
Look, he ain't silly. If he's there, something like that is happening. And
Maybe.
and
Maybe.
If Diljit's
And
in...
Diljit's
if-
singing the song.
If Diljit was in that car with Nicole Scherzinger, I hope he said that there should be a KFC burger
Yeah.
called the Nicole Scherzinger Tower Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, shared Zinger Tower Burger.
Shared
Shared,
Zinger.
like as in
No, but
lion.
you need to-
Lion Zinger Tower. It could be an
You
Indian
need to know,
KFC
You
burger.
need to know English to know that.
No, he would have gone, you are shared Zinger?
Yeah.
You like KFC?
I mean,
Go
even
on.
if you just went Shakira twice, that would have been
Yeah.
probably quite good.
Forget about the shared, because other than the Met Gala, everything that everyone's been talking about is the mighty silverback gorilla. Why have people been speaking about gorillas this
Yeah,
for the
it has
past
been
week?
the topic of
It's been
conversations
everywhere.
everywhere.
Silver. Why are they dying out?
No, that's like that is the
big
daddy-o.
daddy.
That's
The
the
big
big
daddy.
the big
Okay.
dog.
The one who, when he stands up, is massive.
It's huge.
Yeah, okay.
The debate that's been going around online, and do you know what? I've seen it. I even saw it like on the news. So like serious news channels having this debate with professionals and the right people on. The question that is being asked online is, who would win in a fight? One silverback gorilla or 100 men?
100 men, 100 any men or 100
Humans.
Tyson
100
Furies?
humans.
100 humans.
Yeah, but like Tyson Fury, like
Well, 100 humans.
No, humans. Just average. Let's just base it on average men.
Yeah.
Let's not go, there's going to be 100 Mike Tysons.
or 100 MMA fighters.
No, just humans.
because MMA, okay. So
100 average, if you just had to pick 100 average humans, who would win in a fight against this one gorilla? For me, I think it's a stupid question.
what?
Why?
Because it's 100 humans, all day, every day.
What? Well, they would win.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because
I'm not sure.
the first few get battered, right?
How many is few, would you say, out of 100?
I don't know, probably maybe the first
20.
15, 10. Yeah, but then once you pin it down, then you just batter it. And then
Yeah.
it's like, because you can't, it's like that age-old thing, like in Bollywood, where only in Bollywood would be one person against 13 gunde, and then he would batter all of them. But the problem is, if you all just jump on him together, then I don't see how the gorilla has a chance. It's not fair, is it, on the gorilla?
What is, proportionately, put yourself, Sat, if you
Yeah.
are the gorilla,
Yep.
what is one human to you? A 7-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Or a 5-year-old kid? Or a 3-year-old kid?
Yeah, it'd be tiny. This thing, when
No,
it stood
but
up,
like strength-wise-
it's probably the size of this room.
What I'm saying is, imagine there's 100 3-year-olds coming at you, right? I'm just thinking, you're like, that
I mean, I
ain't
don't
no
want to
thing.
say I'd beat
You're
up
still
100
losing. You're still losing.
Who's losing?
Who?
No, if you, sorry to be crude here, had to fight 100 3-year-old kids, you'd win.
Yeah.
You're like, even if 10
I don't
of them
think
got
you
on
would, because
you
there's
just
a
turn around and
there's-
they'd go flying.
No, but there's 100 of them, and I just think you would not have the stamina to keep.
No,
keep
you would
once
because they're
if
only
they-
3-year-olds.
No,
However,
but-
if you had 100 8-year-olds like Logan's mates' ages, then I'm like, okay, that's different now.
yeah, but we're talking
Do you
about
know,
adults.
I kind of had to look into this a bit more, so I went down the rabbit hole of what these gorillas can do, basically.
Yeah.
So here's a few facts. Stronger than a pickup truck. It can deadlift
Yeah.
5,000 pounds.
Right.
So half of that's kilos.
Yeah.
2,500 kilos.
No, it's
2,000
it's
kilos.
it's a massively strong animal. I get that, but if you got 100 of anything against one,
It can crush a skull like a crocodile. If it was
Yeah.
to pick up a crocodile, it can just crush it.
Do we know why the 100 gorillas have turned on
100 men.
100 why? Yeah, how's that?
It's
Where
just
are we when
every-
that situation?
Oh, it's just someone's come up with it on TikTok, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it's just the.
It's like that. It's like that. Do you remember
Like I've
there was
gone for
that
a
question
portal.
about like, are there more doors or wheels on the planet? It's that kind of question.
Okay.
I'm still saying gorilla
Really?
from the videos that I've seen. Yeah.
I don't think you can get enough guys close enough, quick enough to, as you put it, pin him down.
I think if you had 100 nutcases, like proper, you just got to go for it and run it. Like
UFC fighters.
Not even you. No, but
MMAs.
I'm just saying, like if you just got some like proper, like
Would you?
like fearless men and women.
Would you want to be one of the 100?
Yeah, I'll go in at like about 90th.
I still think you get licked up though.
No. If I went
Lick
90th,
him down,
If
lick
I went
him
in,
down.
if I went in 90th,
When you consider, sorry, a chimpanzee can
Oh, within like he's the Royal Rumble entrance or
yeah.
something. The bell
if I
rings
went
and
in
it comes
90th,
out.
then I'd just have to sit on his head probably, and I'll win. But then, do you know what I mean? I'm not going in the first
all of a sudden,
20.
look, Kedge gets to join the rumble, and he's sitting on the gorilla's face. Like, hold the gorilla's like, hang on, what's that? What's this one about?
I'll do the
hey.
finishing move. I'll do the finishing move on him.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
Let me just nestle down and sit on your head.
Yeah, no, yeah, you wouldn't be the
I
first
win,
few.
I
You
win.
need to send in the few heavies first, just to
But they would get battered, Kedge.
I don't think. Yeah, I've seen like MMA guys fight a bear,
Yeah.
right? Things like that.
Have you?
Yeah, like they got the old videos of
kangaroos as
Khabib,
well.
Khabib as well when he was little fighting
yeah,
bears.
kangaroos fighting animals.
Yeah.
Do you know what? The debate is still going on. Like I saw something on like LBC, and they bought a professional one, someone who studies gorillas, to
Right.
say what he's.
Well, we're
take
never
on
going
it.
to find out because we can't do it.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
it's never going to happen. But it's just. But do you know what? Thinking about it in the world and how the world is, I wouldn't be surprised if the fight was actually put on by someone.
Yeah, true. Turkey, I'll shake. Might get it on in Saudi Arabia. His Royal Highness Turkey.
Do that. You can't do
He
that.
might. Anything
die,
happens in
bro.
Saudi Arabia. Do you know what I mean?
Man,
Nowadays.
Turkey.
Oh man, no, you couldn't have that at all. Can we talk about nicer things? Actually, you mentioned something quite nice
Yes.
to me last week, and I said to Satch, mention that on the podcast. He goes, nah, you got a bit embarrassed because he did something nice, right?
Oh, okay.
But I said it's not really what you did; it's the way that you do it, right? Because it was basically he goes, oh, my mate, very close mate,
Manny.
yeah, who's your DJ partner as
Yeah,
well
yeah,
in many
Sandu.
ways, right? Not Manny
No.
Sandu, no,
No.
no,
No.
it's not Sandu. You're just fusing us too. Me and Manny.
Who's Manny Sandu?
He's a singer.
He's
What's his
a
song?
producer.
Oh yeah. What? Any
You won't
tune?
know it. You won't know it.
No?
Kedge, don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
I must do.
No, you won't know it. Don't worry.
Not any. That was a no.
Yeah, oh no, that's
Was
Manny
do-
Key.
Manny. That's not-
He sang it.
Yeah.
He might have produced it. I don't know. I
Yeah.
need to have a look.
Manny Sandu did that.
I think so.
Oh, I know. Huh?
Well done.
Yeah.
There you go. He's all right
That
now.
was an Asian network banger.
No, Manny, Satchi's DJ mate,
Yeah.
moved house
Right.
and then put a call out and said, "Oh, if anyone's got a spare bit of time, help us out with a couple of things."
As you do.
No, it wasn't even that. All of us boys are in the group chat. We know our mates got a place, and he needed to do a few bits in it. So every day we were like, Manny, do you need help? Do you need help? Do you need help? There's about 7 or 8 of us in the group. One
But-
day he turned around and goes, do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. A couple of weeks later, he goes, go on. This is the date. This is what we need to do. Who's around?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Everyone turned up.
Everyone turned up.
7, 8 of them.
Yeah.
Apart from Jags, who's cut his hand open, everyone
Okay,
turned up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jag. That injury, by the way. looks
Yeah,
horrific.
he's really
How
bad.
did he do that? I can't,
A
glass
vase
of,
fell through his hand. Like,
He was moving a
horrible.
table and this
Horrible.
glass ornament went. Anyway.
Yeah, so all of us turned up apart from Jags and got it done. So like we went into his house. It was one of those, like 60-minute makeover
makeovers.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
All got in, ripped out all the carpets, cut up all the underlay, loaded the van, took all of that away.
Lovely.
Then like the other boys were pulling off, that carpet grippers in the corners and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
It was literally the team of men were in there, bang, done.
See how good is that? All the boys came together.
Yeah.
Right. And job done. I said, on labour and all that. If you had 6, 7 people doing that in your house all day, that costs a lot of money. And here they are, have all come together. And Satch goes, we all had a bit of fish and chips as well.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And that was the thing. He goes, oh yeah, whoever's in, dinner's on me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're only there for 3
I
hours or
love
something.
that. Fish and chips on
And,
site, the camaraderie element,
and then
the
we went fish and
banter,
chips,
yeah.
all together. And ultimately, they're doing what South Londoners do, which is just take stuff out of a property.
Yeah.
So they're just used to that. So it came very natural.
Very quick,
to them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
They had the right set of
Oh,
skills.
so-
We weren't stealing anything.
No,
we
I
were
know,
helping
but
the man.
that's
Good
in your
charitable work.
That's in your instincts. It's like, oh, we're just good at ripping things out and going
dealt with
and
it.
getting it out of the building.
Basically, what happened was he had plasterers coming in a few days' time, so he just needed to empty everything out the house, and that's what we did.
Good, but I thought it was nice, like that kind of.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit
that-
weird.
that-
Tommy was like, "You should speak about it." I was just like, "Oh, but don't we do that anyway?"
No, but more on the kind of dun, 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 like they all turn
The
up,
A team,
7
the
lads,
crack
they're all
team.
there. And also it's the banter element. I miss that, like around like when we were growing up with your cousins and stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone would just be
Chipping in and
together,
doing this.
and
Yeah.
it was when parties used to just be in a hall with like long tables.
Yeah.
And the white
it's
paper rolled over it, and Rubicon and Coca-Cola and crisps.
I think about it now, and I'm just like, imagine that was like, for example, me, yeah, and I like, got a house, and needed some mates to come and help me. Imagine if I asked you two to come round, and be like, right, guys, I need this done. Would you come? Kedge wouldn't come. It's too far.
Depends what the traffic situation is.
And also, Kedge's role, I think, would be more so like, I need to connect up my TV to my remote control.
Yeah, I'll do all the electrical.
The
No, but
PlayStation.
no, we need to get rid of stuff. We need to roll up
move.
carpeting and do all of this kind of. He wouldn't come.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be that useful, I'll be honest.
See, he's already making an excuse. See, that's what I mean. I can't.
No,
you know what?
but
Tommy, I
He'd
wouldn't
have
even ring
ideas
him.
though. You'd come with the
Yeah,
ideas.
I'll tell you where to put the carpet.
Supervise.
I'll tell you where to put the carpet, mate. I'll tell you where to put the carpet. I'll tell you where to put
With the
carpet.
manual work, I'm not very good at that. That's not my forte.
Tommy, it's just me and you.
No,
then,
you
mate,
know what?
And the rest
and
of
the
my
thing
mates.
is, in his head, he'd come along for motivation.
No, I don't want him there. I don't want him
I'll
there.
G the troops up.
I'll play the shoes.
I was thinking
Yeah,
about this
I'll
afterwards.
play
I was just like, do you know what? Kedge would actually be useless. I wouldn't call him. I don't think I'd call him. Tommy'd be me, you, and the South London
No,
boys.
it's fine. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like, Kedge, in fact, Kedge don't come. I remember, sorry, if you don't mind, I'll talk to my dad. He is listening to the podcast. He always does. But when he used to, he had a rental property as well, right?
Yeah.
So he goes, oh, go there and cut the grass. It was around the corner from our home. It's actually, we lived there for a bit and then we moved one around the corner, not too far away.
Yep.
So he goes, go and cut the grass, whatever. This is what it takes to, be in charge of a house.
Yeah.
Got to take responsibility.
Landlord.
I'm like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
And then he'd want to come with me. And from that age, I was like, nah, if I'm doing this,
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it solo.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I want to just get on with it.
Right.
I don't want discussions. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was supervising.
No, I think he might have thought it was like, let's bond, let's cut the grass. But it'd be like you being there. I'm like, no, just don't speak while we're moving
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't go.
He had the right intentions.
Yeah, maybe, but the wrong son.
Yeah,
Probably.
exactly.
But I'm just stubborn and pig-headed like that.
Okay.
I'd rather go like, I'm getting on with it.
Okay.
By the way, talking about cutting the grass here. Do you know what happened to me the other day, a couple of weeks ago, boys?
You cut the grass.
Cut the grass.
Yeah.
The flipping blade broke.
And spun off, bro.
So the blade at the bottom, half of it had broken off, snapped off totally.
Oh, that's a bit
so now
dangerous.
I've got. Yeah, it was a bit dangerous because then I've noticed it that it was stuck in like the machines.
Yeah.
Had to get it out. I've done 2/3 of the
Ilford sound effect.
Yeah, done 2/3 of the garden.
Yeah.
Got a couple of strips left.
Oh.
Oh, so you got a little patch?
Can't you just run it with half a blade?
No,
Oh.
You got a little patch there.
to go to my uncle's and pick
How
up
long
his.
do you have to use a
Engine.
lawnmower before the blade breaks?
Oh, it's been we've never changed a blade. It's been
Yeah.
a few years.
And
And then obviously in the winter, still in the
corroded.
shed and all the corroding.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
In
but
the
that's
shed
I mean,
and-
so you must have had some good usage. That's a 10
Oh yeah. No, it's no. I
lawnmower.
wouldn't say 10. It's maybe about a 5-6 year old.
yeah, but what
So
type of bunda are you now? What type of are you?
Oh no, I've ordered the blade. I'm
ordered
gonna
the
change
blade.
it. Yeah,
See,
done.
I would have bought a new lawnmower.
I would have bought That's a straight up. Yeah. No, that's a straight up new
dumb and
lawnmower.
lazy.
Yeah.
It's-
It's
fixing
one
that.
bolt in the middle.
I know, I'm
Nah,
sure.
nah,
But I'm like, there you go.
No, it's time to get upgrade.
I haven't. Do you know what?
I'm like,
Actually,
that's it. Money gap. Dead.
no, it's not.
I mean, if that was the equivalent of if we were doctors and
Yeah.
you came into A&E, you went, I've cut my foot. Kill him.
Yeah,
Chop it off,
Dead.
chop it off.
Sorry, mate,
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
go.
Nah, honestly, I haven't got round to doing it yet. And to be fair, I don't think I will now because I'm away from tomorrow. So maybe my dad might look at it and be like, "Oh, I might change it." But it's literally one bolt. Change it. That's
Yeah,
it,
well, you're not around, so just buy a new one. See, so much easier. Can I just say something? I went to a house party actually over the weekend, bank holiday weekend, and I've not been to a house party in actually years.
Just saying that phrase.
I know.
It's so dated. I
I
went to a
know.
house party.
I know.
I don't think I've heard. The last time I genuinely heard the word house party properly used
was when I
is-
was 15.
is when somebody at school had a
Yeah,
house
at
party.
school, yeah.
Even at university, they didn't have house parties. They'd say, we're having a party.
Was that person's mum and dad away that weekend? So
Yeah.
they thought they threw a little party? or-
I say house
Did
party.
people
but
have
it
to
was
smuggle in
it was
booze?
in their gaff where they stay. There was like it was a girl from work who basically shares her gaff with 3 other people.
Right.
So, but it was like a party in their gaff. So I guess it is a house party, isn't it?
When you say gaff,
Yeah.
it just feels like it's been rude. Like she shares her gaff with 3 other people.
No, there's nothing rude about it. She says a house. All right, fine. Her place.
Her pad.
Her pad.
Right.
Well, that's even ruder. Anyway, so
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. So why are you hanging around with 16-year-olds?
no. So it's a girl from work, and we were all people from work were invited, and
Were you the oldest one there?
no, I wasn't.
Were you the one who had to buy the booze? Because you never
it? With your fake ID.
Everyone had to bring their own booze.
Where was Stifler's mum at the time when everyone was in the house?
Everyone had to bring
What was
their
that
own
guy?
booze.
Was super bad. McLovin. Were you the McLovin?
Hey guys.
And then, and he was,
Kedge Lovin.
yeah. Kedge loving.
McLovin.
I'm loving it. And then, so it was a Mexican theme.
Such a good film.
Mexican
film.
theme, so obviously a lot of tequila on display, which
that
was
what it was?
lovely. Yeah,
Why Mexican theme?
How many people were this party?
because it was Cinco de Mayo.
How many people? How many people?
About 12.
And was it?
Sanko de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
How
5th of
many?
May is in
So
Mexican
what? You said 12
Independence Day.
people. Like for example, when now you've said house party, the way I look at it, Tommy, is when
Yeah.
you had a house party for your wife's birthday.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
There was
When
about
you DJ'd.
there was quite a lot of people there. But
Yeah,
that wasn't in the house. That was a marquee
No,
in the garden.
that was how Indians do a house party,
Yeah.
and we made his whole back garden into a massive
Venue. Yeah.
right, with lights, DJs, people to serve drinks, and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This is
Kebab
just
man.
you got to remember, this is just like a normal party vibe thing in the gaff.
How many people?
12.
12 people.
In the
about
living
12.
room? In
Yeah,
the
in the
living
living room. Well,
Stood around in the kitchen. Is it one of them parties?
Well, no, there was more in the main living room area because it was a bigger space.
Like,
than the kitchen.
sitting down or like,
But there was a lot of
did they
kitchen.
move the furniture.
Yeah, move the furniture. A lot of kitchen room.
Oh.
There was a lot of the games going, dancing, and all of that kind of stuff going on.
Low
What?
lights.
Yeah, low
What do you
lights.
mean? Games? What? Pass a parcel?
No. Like, they were like drinking games.
Musical
drinking
chairs,
games.
musical
going on.
statues.
Yeah. Oh god, I got done on a few
Yeah.
shots as well.
Or like WKD and things like that.
No. Like,
Well,
proper.
they had adult drinks.
Yeah, adult
Okay,
drinks,
right.
adult drinks, and then it was Mexican theme, and I offered to make the quesadillas.
See, that's such an uncle maneuver.
Well, no, because
you
they-
were definitely the oldest one there.
Well, no, because we were.
Guys,
Hang on a minute.
I
So he
can
went
do a
to-
mean quesadilla.
He went to a house party and then he did the flipping catering.
Yeah, I did because I was their mate. But the thing was, that obviously, I put a little bit of
my
masala in the quesadillas.
Why would you do that? What do you mean that? Why would you do that?
The gore loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. And they were like, these are the best quesadillas.
How did you give it to them?
Go on.
Quesadilla?
Quesadilla? Oh, I like it.
Come on.
On
and
just
you
a
said
dish.
with a bit of garam masala?
Yeah, with a bit of garam masala.
Quesadilla.
So what was
right.
Mexican about it when you just made it Indian?
Yeah, but they didn't know that. So
And then you have the nerve to tell Diljit to speak English when you just spiked
Yeah,
their
no,
quesadilla.
yeah.
Yeah,
didn't
and hold
spike
on.
it.
Did they
They
not?
loved it.
Do they not know where you're from? By the way, do they think, oh, he's brown, he could probably make quesadillas?
He's a Mexican.
Yeah, they're like,
He's a Mexican.
is that the same? Is that not the same?
Yeah.
Where's he?
Quechua. Quechua.
No, they go. Well, he talks about being Gujarati. Is that in
Yeah.
Mexico?
Yeah, it must be.
Where's
Close
Gujarati?
to- yeah.
Sandra, where's Gujarat?
Well, if I had a moustache, I'd look Mexican probably. So, but yeah, no, but I made that, and everyone's like loving it, right?
Loving the quesadillas.
Loving the quesadillas. And I was like, I wasn't laughing to myself because basically it's like what we bang out just like really quickly at home. We don't even think about it twice. But a little bit of cumin powder in it, and like Bob's your uncle. Like they were just like these are.
Oh,
the
so you did
most-
obviously veg.
Yeah, veg. Yeah, oh, yeah, because there were some people who couldn't eat gluten stuff as well, so
to
that
deal
became a
with
bit
that.
of a sitch. And then, yeah,
So, hold on, just talk me through this. So it's the day of the party.
yeah.
And whilst everyone else is kind of maybe, getting their house.
Well,
ready.
I got there slightly early
This
to
sound-
get. all
Oh, you
this-
made them on site. Your
Oh, yeah,
mobile
maybe.
caterers. No, 'cause
He came with the marquee.
some people
Pulled out
like
of his car.
some of them cook it in their central
Yeah,
kitchen,
yeah, no,
and then distribute from there. But
No,
you,
I had to go and do it in their kitchen.
Okay, right.
So,
Was it on display? Was it like when you like a celebrity chef and you watch them cook? Are you there talking through your techniques?
there
and-
were a few people who were coming in and out, going, wanting to see, because they were like, oh, this smells great, this smells good, and they want to come in and learn the recipe. But you know what?
Kedge
Can I
just
say-
in a banana.
It's
This
funny.
sounds like
It's
the
funny
shittest
you-
party.
It's funny
Kedge
you
making
said
the
that.
food.
It was
It's in a
portable
house.
Kedge. I actually loved it so much. And I
What?
thought, you know what? this could be a thing. I might want to cater at people's
Yeah.
parties.
Yeah, just turn up.
I loved it.
Cook some food.
Yeah.
Do you think you're good enough? You think you're trying to?
I think
I think you could probably give people the authentic Gujarat experience. So you do the pani puris, you
Yeah.
have a few little shots with them.
Well, I did the Mexican experience as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
add
had tequila.
that to the bow as well.
Mexican experience.
Yeah, I gave it the Mexican experience.
Yeah, but so
But I think I really
would you dress
enjoyed-
up accordingly? Like,
I think next time I'm going to have to level it up a little
He's
bit.
got one of them
Sombrero.
wrestlers' masks
Yeah,
on.
I think I'm going to have to sombrero. I'm going to have to put all of that on.
Right.
And I just thought I don't mind actually going to people's places, like a small place, and just doing a bit of catering. I think I've just found this new sort of goal in
Tommy,
life.
would you have him round your house cooking?
no, I'd no, because it's Kedge, innit? I'd rather have him eating at mine. But
Yeah.
but
I'd
would I-
rather not have him at the house.
Can I be honest? I don't think I've ever eaten your
Yeah.
food. I think I had your mum and dad's
Yeah,
food plenty
yeah.
of times.
Can you put? Can you put? Next time we come to
What
yours,
have
can
you
we-
made?
Can you put a Mexican night on for us too?
La, 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 la,
I can
la.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah, but some
Yeah.
vegetables. In it.
But this is, you guys don't do vegetables.
Spicy vegetables.
Yeah,
and
spicy
cheese.
veg.
Yeah, I don't want that, Cassidy.
Yeah, it's
Spicy
alright,
veg.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, so that could be one thing that I look going into. But also the other question I wanted to ask you
What a
guys is-
disaster.
the other question I wanted to ask you was,
Yeah.
and you know this applies to me as well. But do any of you know anyone who's in the Guinness Book of Records?
Hold on. They might have come on the show and things like that.
But do you actually know?
No.
Like,
Oh, my judge's
yeah,
daughter.
your judgy, yeah,
No.
or your dad.
No.
Well, you do.
Who? You.
Yeah.
You individually.
Yeah.
Personally as Kedge.
Guys, look at this.
But look,
Well,
okay.
this is an
Wait,
envelope.
let
Okay.
me guess what it is though.
Yeah.
I think it's a communal record.
Yeah, he's done something with people.
It's a communal record.
Yeah, he
I won't say
ain't
anymore.
done
Go on,
it.
I'll let you reveal it.
Well, I'd rather you not talk about my involvement in orgies, but here we go. The official. Look at this.
Guinness World Records. It says this is a certificate that Kedge Kamani took part in the Guinness World Records title, the largest number of finishers in a marathon, 56,640 out of 57,449 starters. That is the London Marathon, 27th of April, 2025. It's official, and it is actually
Look
a
at that.
personal
Alistair
certificate.
Richards, the president of the Guinness World Records.
Well done.
You stepped up, you took up the challenge, and you made your mark in the official Guinness World Records.
I think that's-
Records title.
You and 56,000 other
Yeah, but
people.
I think, isn't that amazing? They gave that out to all of those people.
I think that's lost value then. The Guinness World Records is a bit of a-
No. What do you mean?
You've just given it to
can I-
It's going to be like the
50,000.
Yellow
Can I-
Pages.
Can I just
Yeah.
say? Can I just say the amount of people who message me going, Kesh, do you know you're a Guinness Book of Records holder now? Like, so make sure you get the certificate and everything. I was like, guys, I've sorted it. Don't worry, it's coming.
Brilliant.
But the reason why I'm saying this,
Are you going to
announcing-
frame it in your house?
That is getting framed.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I mean, come on.
yeah.
You guys know a record holder.
And now what we should do is spend the next year trying to get more people to run the marathon next year.
No, don't break
And
it
just
down.
to break it.
No, don't break it down. That's it.
Then I'll come to your house and rip it off the wall.
No, it still
And
stands,
shred
though.
it. Shred
I
it.
was once, so this can now go down to generations that someone in the bloodline was a Guinness World Record holder.
You want to be a record breaker.
Oh yes, yeah, I could
Yeah.
have been part of that show.
Was that dedication's what you need?
I don't know.
Chris
I don't know what you're
Sakabuchi
singing.
used to host it.
No,
don't
I
know
remember
what
another
you're
one. I remember Roy someone.
Roy.
Not Walker. Roy something.
So he was getting records. I was clearing houses. Tommy, what you been doing?
All over the weekend. I was in Manchester. I was in Watford. I was in Nottingham. So that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday gone. Went to a new restaurant, Soho Wala.
Oh, nice.
Tried that out last week.
Oh, you invited me
Yeah.
to that.
You invited me to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you did.
I called one of you first. They couldn't make it. Then I called the other one.
Which one was the first one?
I'm not saying. Satch, if you have to ask that question, then you don't know. You haven't been listening to the podcast, right? No,
I just wanted to hear it. I just wanted to hear it.
he just wanted the reassurance.
Yeah.
Just say my
Did
name.
Sad say no because
Say my
Man
name.
United were playing?
wanted to
Did
hear
Sad
it.
say no because Man United were playing?
No.
No, I was out. I was out.
Oh, okay. Because I said no because Tottenham were playing.
Kate said no.
Oh no, I was actually out for dinner on
Is that a
Thursday.
dig because Man United weren't playing? 'Cause
No, they
were.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought you
no,
meant like
that was the
in
night
that
for
league.
Man United and Tottenham both in
Oh,
Europe.
right,
It was
right.
semi-final, first leg.
Yeah, but I wouldn't not go out because of kids. That's quite sad.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, no, but Spurs. Spurs means everything
Yeah.
to him. No, I can
And
imagine.
semi-final.
What?
Semi-final is one of those rare
What?
moments. Yeah.
That's weird.
Anyway, I had a lovely meal. Me and Chirag Rao, the singer.
Yeah, we saw that. Was it good?
Was he third on the list or maybe 4 or 5? Like,
No,
where was
no.
it?
He was next.
He was next. Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted people I could just hang with. Because
Yeah.
And ultimately,
Less stress.
you know, you just know
Yeah,
it's not like
yeah.
a
To be
new-
fair, we
new
went on a
person.
date last week, didn't we?
We did.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
did.
we
You went to
did.
the Turkish
Yeah.
in my ends.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there's a Turkish in your end.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, let him out. No,
Near my
I'll tell
gap.
I'll tell you what. I went up north. Everybody is lovely. Manchester, so friendly. Had a brilliant awards night. It's the Signature Awards, which I hosted. They let me kind of be a bit cheeky with the crowd,
Yeah.
which I love doing. I'll tell you who was there.
Go on.
How would she mind me saying this? I don't think she minds saying. Harp's Cause
Yeah.
dad.
Oh.
who's basically? Let me just say this for the record. We love Harp's Cause, but I think I love her dad more.
Oh.
Like, I've known him. And
Really?
Yeah. Since she took over from the radio as well.
Yeah.
Like those days.
Have you ever met him before?
I met him then. That was one of the first times
Oh, okay,
at
fine.
an award
So it was on the
ceremony.
first?
Yeah, because he's basically a bit of a don up north.
Right.
Yeah.
And he does
I bet he is, I bet
he
he
does
is.
lots in the community. He's super
Right.
successful. He's a lovely. He's like a stand-up guy, man of the community.
lovely.
You know. And
I thought you were saying he's a stand-up comedian.
No. Well, no, actually, he could be. He's a funny guy as well.
Yeah.
But he's lovely. And obviously, you know, when Harp started taking breakfast, he came over and he went, "Look, are you okay?" And all this. He goes, "You know, we all love you up here."
Yeah.
And it was really sweet. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
never forget that.
Right.
That's he was no element of his daughter's got this job, whatever.
Yeah.
Any awkward. He was just
Yeah, good guy.
And Harp's has always been
Nice.
like that. It's been great.
Of course.
Okay. So see him again, and obviously I just gone in there and like done my Mickey taking on Friday night. So I saw him, and then we were all in high spirits. I saw him at the end, I kissed him. I took a picture of me kissing him,
What?
and I sent it to Harps.
Nice.
I sent
What?
it- yeah, I kissed his cheek.
Okay, yeah.
But I had my, you know, we were buddies. It was the end of the night.
Right.
Nice.
You know, we were emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you,
We were
can
emotional.
I tell you what he
So you're
also
not around him?
Can I tell you what he also said?
Yeah.
Well, Harps won't mind me saying this again. He goes, "Go on. I want to see you and Harps do something together."
Oh.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
nice.
I was like, yeah. I said, we will. I said, I've just got to think of what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
So
she
the-
was on the podcast last year.
yeah, exactly. Right? Something, but like something else.
We're getting there.
Probably, and I said, I don't want to do it with the two Gujaratis. And he goes, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
He goes, keep it
Yeah,
Punjabi.
let's keep it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No,
Let's
he
keep
didn't-
it. Let's
he
keep
did
it.
not say that.
Let's keep it
Of
Diljit.
course. Yeah, yeah. Don't go Shah Rukh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go dark.
Yeah.
Right. So no, it was lovely to see him, and lovely up north, and people all around the country were great.
Lovely.
Watford was brilliant. Yeah, Nottingham was brilliant. So yeah,
Lovely.
I had a good
Lovely.
week. And then we got Dubai next week. Oh, and yeah, Dosti starts this weekend as well. Can I just mention Cholet? We're doing a tribute to Cholet.
happening, isn't it? It's all
Yeah,
happening.
I've got about 30 dates this year of Year Dosti, which is a celebration of Cholet turning 50 years old. Of course, it came out August the 15th, 1975. So here we are, 50 years later, doing a little singing
years
musical
later. It
dance
sounds like a
tribute.
great show.
It's the songs resung
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
You know, screens.
With a bit of gubber
Bit of
in the mix.
Yeah, bit of reminiscing, bit of gubber.
Yeah.
Me hosting.
Yeah.
And dancers.
Okay.
Doing
Still
the-
never seen Cholet.
Oh, my word.
Do you reckon it might be on the plane, like Emirates?
It was on
course
Amazon.
he
It was
will
on
be.
Prime.
Of course he will
Amazon.
be.
It was on. Why would I watch it? I think it was on one of the channels, and it was being.
Do you know what? I
run on
don't want to
Amazon
watch a
Prime.
flipping
For
Indian
free.
film on the plane though. Like, why would I want to watch
That's
that?
you. That's where you watch your Indian films.
It's clear.
No, but like, do you know what? Someone even like everyone like keeps telling me to watch this, that, and the other. I just can't.
But
do
you've
it. I
seen a
can't
lot of
do
Indian
it.
films on the plane.
I
Taj.
rewatched
Yeah, but
it.
there's nothing new out that
No.
people are
No,
like
yeah.
gamble. To be fair, the last thing everyone said to watch was that Rocky or Rani, and I can't stand Matey. What's his name?
Ranveer.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, I didn't. Watch that.
And since then, I don't think anything like a film has come out that's of that.
There's this new one, the Amir Khan's one coming out, isn't it? The part 2 of Tare Zameen Par is
Yeah,
Zameen
Sitare.
Sitare
Sitare
Zameen
Zameen
Par or
Par.
something.
Yep.
Yeah, which might be a good one. But
He's on
you
the
know.
sitar.
Yeah.
Well, that's a remake of another film.
Oh, is it?
So I don't get that because they've done that in Zameen Par.
Yeah.
So to do a sequel would make sense because you can follow it on.
Yeah.
But their sequel of the film is a remake of a completely non.
Oh, so it might not be to do
Weird.
Might
anything
not.
with the first one.
No,
Oh, okay.
Weird.
All
I
right.
don't think so. So
Yeah,
um,
maybe I'll watch. No, I'm
I
just
think
not interested.
you know what? Can I be? So I rewatched Cholet only recently because
Oh, yeah.
because of the show.
For homework.
And firstly,
Is it
yeah,
long?
yeah, but only Bollywood long. But
3
also
hours?
for
3
me, it's so nostalgic that it was amazing. Again, like it will it unlocked memories.
And does it live up? Does it stand with
Bro,
time?
I'd be the first to say no. If it was a no, I promise you I'd say no. It does.
Yeah.
Because they've remastered it.
Here we go.
So it's the same old footage, but it's clearer,
Yeah.
super clear,
Yeah.
right?
So
But
what did you watch it on?
all I say is artistically, even the opening shot,
Oh,
right?
the opening show is classic.
Train station,
Yeah.
car pulls up, comes off, walks through the station, you hear a bit, walks out there and gets
Yeah.
in the car. That epic big shot, and that was like when they were properly copying Western movies.
Yeah,
from back in
proper,
the day.
yeah.
They were using that big cinema style, wide angle, whatever. So yeah, no, I think you should come watch it and come watch the show live as well. Loads going on this year, and that's it. It's about to go boom. I can feel it. It's about you. There's no weekends off now till about November.
Love that.
Oh,
You know that.
lovely.
Love
Yeah,
that
to be
for you.
fair, my calendar's the same.
Yeah,
Is it? Mine's not at all.
yeah, but your Monday to Friday slammed.
And you might get
For the
more
next
catering
50
jobs.
years.
You might get some more catering jobs.
Yeah.
jobs. That would
Hey.
excite me.
Kids'
That
house
would-
parties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might excite me actually.
13-year-old house parties.
Yeah,
Kedges, your
I'm
man.
there. I'm there.
Do you serve little potato slices and call them kedgies?
Oh, that's
Kedgie wedgies.
Kedgies wedgies. This
Yeah.
that's the name of the
Kedgerella, a carrot-based
Yeah,
dessert.
yeah. This is brilliant.
So, Kedges, Wedgies, what have you been watching?
So what have I been watching? Well, the thing to be really talking about at the moment is The Last of Us season 2. Right. So again,
Is it still going on?
No. It's 4 episodes in now. Season 2 after an epic season 1 a couple of years ago. It's based on the computer game. If you want to watch something brilliant, get onto this HBO, which means it's class. It's an
Should I go back
expensive
and watch
show.
season 1?
Yes.
No.
It's really good. It's based on a computer game, but it's so good. Like it's emotional. It's
Based on the computer game.
yeah. It's a great computer.
I ain't
game.
watching that.
But the story is
I've
brilliant.
heard so much about it. I need to. You know what it is?
It's such a great.
Can't
Did you even finish White Lotus?
Based on
No,
the computer
I,
game.
I never watched series 3.
Uh,
I tell you,
to be fair,
CBA?
I'm gonna save you and go. It's okay.
Everyone
Yeah,
said that.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
said,
so I
Forget
watched that, and what else have I seen? Oh, I didn't tell you about that film that went to see in the cinema, which is called Warfare. It's incredible.
why do you watch? You give your money to watch this stuff.
Honestly,
Oh,
I don't get
what
this.
is it? Who's in
I
it?
don't get this guy.
There's one guy who's sort of semi-famous. I
you
can't
go.
remember off the top of my head,
thought
but
that
it
was it.
didn't matter who was in it. It's more the story, and it was it's based on true events that happened. And the guy who's in it. But the guy in it, Will Poulter, you might recognise him. But he was the most famous one. Yeah, Poulter.
No.
But,
I don't know.
the film itself is just incredible. It's about the American army when they're in when they're basically setting up a sniper sort of position in what is it? I want to say Kabul, but it's not Kabul. But it's when all that war was going on with the Taliban and stuff like that. And
And
what
stuff like that.
it's literally just what happens because they get snuffed out by the Taliban. They know they're there.
I'd like to thank all the listeners that have stuck with us, through
This film
through that
is so
description.
good, and it's
Well
just
done.
incredible. It made me at the one point I was shuddering, and the popcorn went flying because it was just like it was a little bit like sort of jump
Because
scaring
you
moments.
had it on your crutch.
No,
like in that film.
No. But it's such a brilliant film. If you want to see it,
Who goes to the cinema to watch shit like this?
Warfare.
it's
Okay,
meant
well-
to be watched. It's meant to be watched.
Yeah.
From the production house A24, who obviously make always the best films.
What's the Marvel one that's out? Thunderbolts? Or
Yeah,
like
God,
that?
who's going to pay money to watch that?
No,
trash?
that looks good.
No, don't
haven't
be
seen
silly. I
it.
saw the
Go-
trailer and I
go
thought,
watch
God,
it
this
in
is
IMAX.
it's
Thunderbolts.
Avengers, but worse.
No, they said it's better. They said it's the best one since Avengers.
Oh.
People are raving about it.
Thunderbolts.
Something like that.
It's like
And that's why one of the
it's
lines
like
in
these
the advert
slightly
is because-
they're
because-
slightly crap
Call
superheroes
it that, yeah.
basically.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not super and they're not heroes.
It's like that thing that you like watching on Prime.
Yeah,
The Boys.
The Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the first series and second.
Yeah,
series.
this
It
is
went a
just
bit
looks
weird.
rubbish.
Okay, things you've learned.
No,
What have
can
you
I hang
learned?
on? The things I've seen.
what have you watched?
I've watched
Yeah.
quite a few
Oh, go
little
on.
bits
Go on.
actually as well. I've got into this mega late, and I've just started it today.
Go on.
While I was in the gym on the cross trainer for an hour. The Night Agent. Know nothing about it. We've never spoken about it on the podcast, and I know it was such a
it's
big
an old
deal.
show. Yeah.
It's an old show. It's really good. Watch one
It's got
episode.
that guy in it that all the women like.
I don't know what his name is.
Sam Poulter.
no, I don't know who he is.
So
but-
yeah, I've just started back, but two things that I have finished. Number one,
Yeah.
Diamond Heist. Has anyone seen that?
No.
Made by Guy Ritchie. It's about the
I
stealing
heard
of
about
the
that.
Millennium Jewels. Remember the De Beers million pound, however many million, 350 million
True
pound
story.
jewel. Yeah, true
Yeah.
story. But it's remade in the Guy Ritchie way.
What's that in? What's that on?
Netflix.
Okay.
3 episodes long.
Oh,
Worth a watch. Yeah, brilliant. Because
Good.
it's the actual guy that did the job. So he's kind of
He's guiding him through it.
and
Love
it
that.
does the whole Guy Ritchie way where it's like, they put other scenarios that, didn't happen, and then it goes back to it and all of that. So that was great. And the other thing that I watched,
Bloody
and
hell.
that I like to
You've
watch.
been busy as well.
I've been really busy.
How are you
the other
watching
thing that I did watch was, and I do like a rogue Indian series now and again. That comes
Yeah,
out
he
on
loves
Netflix.
that. He loves that.
Khaki, the Bengal chapter.
Khaki.
Khaki.
I thought you were talking about car keys. I'm like,
Car
Yeah.
keys.
Whose car
Or
keys were
khaki
they?
trousers.
Brilliant. Honestly, I mean,
The
for
Bengal
me,
chapter
it's
of what?
it's just called Khaki, the Bengal chapter, season 2.
About
It's about these gangsters in West Bengal, that Kolkata area, and they're just doing some mad. You've got to watch it. Brilliant.
Drugs.
If you
Is it
like,
drugs?
if you like Mirzapur, that I know a lot of people have watched.
Yeah.
You'll like this because it's
Oh.
just as gruesome.
Wicked.
Ooh.
Very gangstery.
Gruesome.
It's a gangster series shot in Kolkata with Indians in it. Brilliant.
Okay.
Really.
All right.
Very
Really,
good.
really gruesome.
Done.
Things we've learned.
Damn things we have learned. Sheep worrying. Sheep worrying is a term. It's a thing. It's a crime. To worry sheep.
Right.
If actually, because right now in the press, there's a lot of things about like, oh, what kind of it's weird because we're thinking about getting a dog, and there's lots of things. About,
Has it gone to? We're thinking of it now.
Oh, we are seriously thinking. No, I mean, like, it's going to happen in the new house more than likely.
What?
We're going to get a dog.
In the new house.
Yeah,
So you're going to ruin it straight away.
yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's not my choice, bro. But I'll just work for the 3 other people I live with.
Right.
That's what I realise my life is.
So are we already thought about? I mean, are you building a separate?
An area, and there's an area factored in the new house.
And
for
will
a
the dog be allowed to roam the rest of the house?
Yeah, it's going to
Does
be
that mean that you're going to go carpets or hard flooring?
hard flooring.
You've got to think of all these things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get tick, 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 tick,
Yeah,
tick,
you're going to go all that.
but
Will
yeah.
it be allowed upstairs?
No. Well, I really hope not. I'll say no now. But
Yeah.
we'll see how things.
Do you
Will it
know
be
what?
allowed on
It's
the
funny.
sofa?
It's funny with.
No, not the main sofa. I'll get a separate sofa and go. That's his. If I don't want to see him.
You've
or
got
her.
no-
And what
that's
part
how-
of the garden will he be able to put?
No, you can go. Oh, well, you should be putting in a
Pool,
I don't know,
place.
little toilet. Learn to flush it or something. But if you
okay.
can teach him to sit. You can teach him to flush.
Do you know, like, it's funny you just mentioned dog there. Sorry, just tangent again. I was speaking to one of my mates on the way up here today, and she was looking after her brother's dog this weekend. The dog, she goes, puked
Yeah.
at her house.
Oh, yeah,
And I was just like, well, we know how humans puke. It's like that retching. Like, "Bleh."
Yeah.
How do dogs do it? Because
Yeah.
I don't
Silently.
know.
Because they do puke a lot.
Yeah, but how? What's the
What's the
movement?
sound?
What's the sound?
belch?
Yeah, how does it happen?
I've seen it. It's like it's like we've got a burp coming.
Yeah.
And you have that little swallow. It does a bit of that, but
Yeah.
then it
Looks a bit drunk.
But it doesn't go. it
But that's
doesn't do
what
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When someone said to me, the dog threw up, I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, how does he even
There's no noise.
I don't know.
There's no noise. It's,
okay,
it's often
fine.
a bit
Didn't know
slimy,
that.
Bit reassuring.
Okay,
but,
go on.
But the thing I learned is, and actually in the press, that's it. They're talking about how people need to control their dogs and stuff. I thought maybe it's a
Yeah,
sign.
it's all over the place isn't it, at the moment. Yeah.
And they're saying that sheep worrying is a thing where dogs chase after sheep and put them into a state of worry. And sheep worrying, you can get fined up to 10 grand. So if your dog scares sheep,
Uh-huh.
you get that you are
10
not.
bags.
It's funny because I'm like, oh, there's a lot of things that make me worried. Like, can you get paid out for all of those? But there you go. So that term, I thought sheep worrying.
Wow.
It's when a dog runs after a sheep.
Okay.
And it's a criminal offence.
All right.
Thing I learned.
My one is a computer game fact that I learned, and I did not
The
know
Last
this.
of Us, basically computer game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
We're
who's
going computer
sponsoring you?
vibes.
Ken?
We're going
This is
computer
where-
vibes.
This
Is he
guy
going
loves
to
the
mention a
computer
brand?
game.
Let's
Last
see.
of Us is available on Sony PlayStation actually, and I don't think it's available on Xbox, so that's why. Right, mine is that Nintendo
Yes.
and Sony.
Yes.
This I thought was incredible, but Sony wasn't supposed to build the PlayStation. How amazing! It's one of the biggest sort of games console at the moment in the world. It's on Model 5 at the moment, Sony
Yeah.
PlayStation,
It was weird when it came out as the Sony PlayStation because you just didn't expect.
and I'm going to break that down for you.
Because
today.
when you saw it, you're like, Sony made that.
Sony. Why
Because
would they?
you
I
had
don't remember.
you had
Yeah.
like what was the other one?
SNES.
Sega Genesis.
Sega, Mega Drive, SNES.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and by the way,
Nintendo.
the GTA
Atari.
trailer 2 was
Not
released
Atari.
today
What
as
was
well.
it called? Amstrad.
Amstrad,
Yeah.
Atari.
Amstrad, yes.
Atari, yeah.
CPC 464
Yeah,
with a tape deck.
See, so all of them were around. Where
Yeah.
did Sony come from?
exactly. That's what
They had
I'm
a
gonna break
Walkman.
down. So this is what happened. So Sony wasn't supposed to build the PlayStation. It
Yeah.
was just helping Nintendo. Can you believe that? They were going to help Nintendo create a new console. And then what happened is Nintendo humiliated and backstabbed Sony in front of the whole world.
Ooh.
And then from this backstabbing, Sony then thought, fine, we're going to build our own PlayStation. So the story goes like this. In the 80s, there was the SNES. Nintendo wanted to then upgrade it to a more disc-based console.
Yeah.
They
So
realized-
cartridges.
The cartridge, yeah.
Cartridges, yeah.
SNES.
So they wanted a CD, right? So they started working with Sony to put a little CD-ROM inside the SNES. Now Sony started, working on it and putting it together, and they basically the way the deal was structured, Sony started would mean that they would have a lot of licensing rights over this machine.
Right.
And Nintendo are not liking that Sony are going to basically take over all of these rights from them.
Right.
So Nintendo got cold feet. They basically last minute pulled out this deal, and
So you cracked on.
So, but they didn't go off and I thought they would have gone off and released Sony's technology.
They basically humiliated Sony, and they went, well, no, we're not going to use this now. So then Sony have done all this research and everything,
Ready to go with this.
and they said, well, I know what. Why don't we just make our own console and call it the Sony PlayStation?
Yeah.
And they pulled it off. Then Sony became one of the greatest consoles ever, right? Nintendo have never come back from that.
No.
And it's something like 100, I think Sony
Another-
PlayStation...
that's another, that is.
Sony PlayStation sold 100,000 units on launch day. And it outsold Sega Mega Drive, N64, SNES, all of that. Nintendo never came back from it. And so and this is
over.
why Sony are now absolutely killing it. Obviously, PlayStation 5 now. And they're probably going to be looking to release a new console next year, with which coincides with Grand Theft Auto, which
6
comes out as well. Yeah.
You know, you're going to house parties, where you're running marathons,
Yeah.
you're talking about computer games.
Yeah.
I swear you're Benjamin Button. He's getting younger. He's just turning.
No, but I found that amazing. Like, you know, these moments like that where, you know, sometimes you got two powerhouses and they collide,
Yeah.
and it could have been. Imagine it could have been great.
Is there a series on that? Is there a console wars or something like that?
It's a bit like the BlackBerry story, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Everyone had a BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Then
But
that's
have
it.
you got to see that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen BlackBerry?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
What a film!
Great.
What a
I love stuff like that.
And to see the BlackBerry CEO when Apple were releasing and they did the launch day thing, and you see Steve Jobs doing the thing, and he goes, "This is the new iPhone," and he's going, "Nah, it's not going to work. That's not." Incredible!
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Have you seen, by the way, what's that? Not Short. The Big Short.
Yeah.
I think
Brilliant film.
I think I got bored in that.
Oh, no.
that's a
too
good
too many numbers and shit.
Nah, it's so good.
I
But
don't
the
understand
Predator-
anything about
Yeah, I
it, but
didn't
it was a
understand it.
brilliant
Oh,
film.
I
didn't
love
understand it.
that kind of film.
Jonah Hill's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, it comes up now and then. I think I wish I hadn't seen that and I could watch that for the first time. So when you say go back and watch The Last of Us, I'm going to go. All right, if I really want to
There's
go,
so
what
much
do I
goodness to
It
come.
might be
Good,
crap.
there's goodness to come.
The thing I learnt this week is
Yeah.
we all know the tune SWV right here.
Yeah.
What's the sample that's used in it? Michael Jackson.
Yeah. His vocals.
Human Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who did the bit in the song where the guys, the S, the double, the U,
Oh, I
the
know
V?
this, but who
No,
was
it's
it?
actually SSWW
Do double V.
Yeah, maybe
Who done it?
this seems to be
Pharrell.
Who-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Kedge wins the show.
I did not know that.
SSWW. I'm trying to hear the voice in my head.
It's like the S, the double, the U, the V. And then bang.
No, it doesn't go the S. It goes. It sort of echoes it.
Yeah, echoes.
Yeah, but he's saying it once. And obviously, put an echo. He's not saying it twice, is he?
Oh, what, like
Yeah. He's not saying it.
No,
He's not
Gubby did every da.
No, but he's not doing
Pharrell's
every...
lazy. Pharrell's lazy.
No, he's a producer. That's what you do. You put the echo on.
W.
Yeah.
Pharrell,
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
a great one.
And do you know what? It's only when I read it, I had to go back and listen to it, and I was just like, bloody hell,
Yeah.
it's actually Pharrell. That song came out ages ago, so he's been knocking around for time.
Pharrell designed someone's outfit on the Met Gala.
Did he?
Just to go full circle.
He's gangster.
Who was
Pharrell's
it?
What an
gangster. I
artist.
like that guy.
What
Yeah.
an artist. That is an artist. If you can produce, sing, write,
Yeah.
and now make her
fashion.
It was a female. It was a female outfit, and it was Pharrell, and she said, "Oh yeah, I love Pharrell," and it was a big artist, and I can't remember who it is now. But anyway,
Shakira,
I'm sure we can find
Nicole
out.
Scherzinger,
no,
Diljit Dosanjh,
no, it was someone I heard who was speaking.
Shah Rukh Khan.
No. No. It was like a mainstream. They spoke English.
That's how you know you've made it in Kedge's eyes. I'll tell you, Kedge, one of the Pampers, are like the, British must be British. Pamper to the Gora. Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
sir.
no.
What a fine day we are having today. He's that guy.
And before we go, we have to mention the big thing that's happening at the end of the month as well, because this is the first time you're hearing this. The Brownload Live.
Brownload Live podcast. We are doing
Download
it,
live. We're going again.
and we are in Harrow.
Yes.
Harrow Arts Centre. It's this little room there. We're going to be there at what?
Starts at 6 p.m.
Yep, 6 p.m. Done
Till
by
7
7.
o'clock. Yep.
Done
Yep.
by 7.
1 hour.
Yeah. But you probably want to get there for like 5:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and what a day it falls on a
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
So, what
do you mean?
Meaning,
Sunday.
there's no excuse to not get there
Yeah.
on time.
Yeah.
Because you're chilling on Sunday.
Yeah.
And rather than getting all upset about the week ahead,
Get there half
have a
five.
laugh.
Because I tell you why, I can't have you guys rocking up at 6:20 and kind of going, oh, what's going on? And we're not going to. We have to wait because we're going to be doing Bollywood Time Machine.
You are, yes.
Oh no,
You are.
or Ye Dosti. What am I
No,
doing?
Bollywood Time Machine.
Is it Time Machine?
Yes.
Okay. Well done, Satch. We're doing Bollywood Time Machine after at 7:30. So you're welcome to come to both shows. I'm not even sure if that one's sold out
Yeah.
or not. But if you're coming to Time Machine and listen to this, then come along to the podcast beforehand. We'll
Yes.
see you there. It'll be from 6 till 7 on that Sunday
All the
night.
details will be on our Instagram page, so keep your eyes peeled for
Go
that.
check that out. Right then. Until next week. Catch you boys
Laters.
later.
Laters.